I would say number one, race is not the common denominator except in this way, and that is if you look at poor minority districts and urban districts and where students are a part of the achievement gap, certainly you're talking about minority students in terms of African American students and in some cases Hispanic students. So I think to that degree when we look at education and race, we're talking about race, the achievement gap is still there in terms of race. But I think that poverty, as I look at it, that poverty seems to be a very, very important factor here. When you look at poor minority students and the quality of education that they are getting today, that poverty plays a big role. And that it's important that we look into our high poverty, high crime districts, because that's where we're really losing, and that we got to come up with solutions on how we're going to get the quality of education in those schools. So certainly when we talk about poor minority kids, sure, we're talking about predominantly African American kids, and that the quality of education that they are receiving today is just not there. That is the whole point of this conversation, is to talk about we got to get these kids ready for the new world of technology.
The reason why schools in the U.S. are segregated is because people live around people of similar races. And our school systems are typically organized around neighborhoods. So people live in neighborhoods where people are of similar races. Those neighborhoods are the zone by which a school is established. And so white people live in an area where mostly white people live. They send their child to the school that they're zoned for. They send their child to an almost completely white school. The same is true for Black, Latino, Asian, and other.